Hello everyone, you're joining me for this video on lines. Now what can one say about lines other than you will always see questions on lines on any test, whether it's school, standardized or non-standardized. In this video we'll just look at two question types involving lines, and then in future videos we can look at more of the complexities with regards to line questions. The first question, given this equation 2y minus x equals 4, we have to find an equation of a line perpendicular to this line that goes through 3, 0. So how do you go about tackling this question? You got to know that for any line, whatever its slope might be, the line perpendicular to it must have a slope of a negative reciprocal to the original slope. If a certain line had a slope of m, a perpendicular line must have a slope minus 1 over m with relation to that other line. So you start right here with the equation. You have 2y minus x equals 4 and you have to determine its slope. Convert this into a y equals mx plus b format. Take the x on the other side, divide by 2, so you have x over 2 plus 2. From here, just the coefficient of the x, you know the slope is 1 over 2. Now you have the slope of the original line. To convert it into a slope of a perpendicular line, put it in this formula, minus 1 divided by 1 over 2, which makes it a minus 2. And then you also have this other point, 3, 0. So we know that the equation of the perpendicular line will have a slope of a minus 2 and it'll go to the point 3, 0. Start with y equals mx plus b and plug in these items. You have a 0 in place of y, you have a 3 in place of x, you have a minus 2 in place of the slope plus b, and b is equal to 6 because a minus 6 going on the other side becomes a positive 6. Eventually your line for the perpendicular to that original is going to be y is equal to minus 2x plus 6, and this right here is your answer and it will be good. This second question of this video will address the next most important aspect of lines, and that's the parallelism with regards to slopes. You have an equation 4y minus 2x equals 3. The question is, find an equation of a line parallel to this line going through the origin. It's not going to be too hard. With regards to parallelism, you have to understand this important fact that two equations are parallel to one another if they happen to have the same slope. If you have to find an equation of a line parallel to this going through the origin, you must start by determining the slope of this line, and you have to convert it into this y equals mx plus b format. You take the 2x on the other side, you have 2x plus 3. Take the 4 on the other side, you have 2x plus 3 over 4. And this breaks down into x over 2 plus 3 over 4. All you have to do is focus on the coefficient of x, and here the slope is 1 over 2. So for an equation parallel to this, a line parallel to this line, having the symbol of this parallel symbol, two tracks running like a railway track, the slope must also be 1 over 2. Therefore you got to plug this 1 over 2 with the coordinate pair of the origin into your new line. Y is equal to mx plus b. You have a 0 is equal to 1 over 2 times x, which is a 0, plus b, and b is equal to 0. Therefore, the equation of a parallel line must be 1 over 2x. So you have a line going here to the origin, but it will be certainly parallel to this. It has a slope of 1 over 2, and this will have a slope of 1 over 2. And that's it for this video with regards to lines. A frequent topic in any test. You need to know this type of subject, the type of questions which arise under this heading. We'll look at many of those in future videos. Thank you, stay tuned, have a nice day.